Hey, in today's video we're going to learn how to paint shutters with the spray painter. Hey, I'm Marco from Bama Handyman Solution. Does your shutter look faded like that? Well, then it's time to get them an overhaul and spray them nice again. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. First we're gonna remove the shutters, and then we're gonna slightly sand them, clean them and prepare them for the paint. There's not a whole lot we need for that, so we need a fine sandpaper. So usually I use a Scotch-Brite, it's about the 400. I use alcohol to clean them off, and then add my blower to get all the dust off. And then we're gonna set up the sprayer, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna spray them in a paint booth I prepared here in the garage in the back. So we will get to all of that in just a little bit. But first, I'm gonna go and prepare them. Alright, so we got them all prepared. As you can see, we just scratched them a little bit to make sure that the paint can attach to the shutter, and then we cleaned it very well. And the good thing is about that alcohol, it evaporates and there's basically nothing left, so I really like that product. So now I will bring it inside into the spray booth, and then we talk a little bit about what type of paint we're gonna use, and then we set up the sprayer, and then let's spray them before it gets too dark. Stay tuned. Okay, so everything is set up, and we're gonna see how it looks like in just a little bit. So let's quickly talk about the paint. So these are vinyl shutters, so obviously we need to make sure that we find paint which will also bond to a vinyl. And also it is important that this paint is, we can spray paint, use it on a paint sprayer. So in today's job we're gonna use a Graco X5 sprayer, and the spray tip we're gonna use today is just a standard 515, and that should basically cover all the shutters very well. And let's go and set up the sprayer. So this is not the tutorial how to set up the sprayer, but I think it's a good refresher just to have a look how it's been done. I myself always have to refresh myself because I don't use the sprayer every day. So this will be our setup. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the spray pattern on that cardboard, just making sure everything is set up correctly, the pressure is right. And then I get the fourth one over here, and then I start spraying. So I can demonstrate that quickly. So I'm gonna spray first from this side, then I go into the middle, then I'm doing this side, and I do that till the end. And the goal is here for us that we are 12 inches away, and that we go parallel to the shutter, so something like that. And then demonstrate it from this side. So we want to start above, then continue, and then go beyond. Otherwise, we will have that start pattern we don't want to have. So that will be it. I think there's not much more to say other than adjusting the sprayer correctly, I will get my mask and then we go time lapse. I'm gonna spray those, and it's gonna so happen that we also gonna spray a door, so I will bring in the door and spray that quickly too. Okay, so that's it for today. We applied the second coat onto the shutters as well as the door. So now we're gonna let it dry overnight, or come back in a couple of days, and then we're gonna install the shutters and the door. And so this paint, we have to wait 2 hours in between coats, so we were waiting 2 hours. We applied the second coat, so now we wanna gonna wait 24 hours, and in the meantime I'm gonna clean up everything, and then we're gonna see how the result looks like once it's dry. Well, right now of course it is all wet and not much to see. Okay, so it looks very nice. We can clearly see the grain pattern. Got some junk here. Scrape that off. So we can clearly see still the grain pattern, which means we haven't overloaded with paint. Also the inside here is very nice, and it bonded very well. Also I just painted those knobs as well, so you can take them off, but in my experience, it is much easier if you leave them on and just pop them out a bit, so the paint will actually go also underneath. So I have a broken one, which I've also painted on the cardboard, so in my opinion it looks pretty good. I'm gonna mount them and then I take a final picture, but that's about it. And I set up the booth very simple with plastic, some 1x2s, some clamps, and just made here a little booth so I can spray it. So let's quickly recap or some tips. So I think tip number one is prepare the shutters very well. So this is always crucial that the shutters or everything you basically want to paint is well prepared, dust free, grease free. And then it comes down to choose the right product you want to apply. So obviously these are vinyl shutters, so we want to have a product which bonds to vinyl and lasts. And of course it's an exterior paint or exterior paint. And then we want to find an area where we can spray it. And I think, or in my opinion, if you spray the shutters, then you follow the manual from your sprayer, but a rule of thumb is about 12 inches away and parallel to the shutters, and then the color asked for, or the paint asked for 2 coats, so we did that, let it dry overnight, 24 hours, and now we're gonna install them. And of course there is always a question about why do we even bother painting them and not just buying new ones. So in this case it was actually a little bit cheaper to paint them for the owner than it would have been to replace them. So he will be fine for the next couple of years with those shutters. So I hope this video was valuable, you get something out of it. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any comments or something you would like to do different. And don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe to the channel, that would help me a lot. Appreciate it, and I see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.